it's legit impossible.
Okay, well, he's loading in. I'm going to read 3 donations.
2011.
Five.
About 20 to 30 years.
We have $5 from Mateo Roy. Worcester must high five. We have $15 from Jacob Richards. This is for Muffins to get her high five and put that poor arm down. We have $50 from Reese Steelwood. Worcester is Stone Cold Fire. Just so everyone knows, I'm perfectly fine. I ballroom dance all the time. I have a really strong frame. It's not a problem. And it's just Hello Kitty duct tape. My hand isn't like bleeding or anything.
We ready for pacifist?
Yes.
Yep.
I am so ready to watch this. Chat,
Right.
go away.
I'm actually going to take a few stabs at it, just see how far I can get. Yeah, I suck. This part is like legit impossible, and like the best way to get through it is to damage boost.
You can do it.
I really can't do it.
I'll say hi.
One thing I should be doing, but I'm not because I'm trying to dodge, is if you do get hit, you want to face left so you can get pushed a little bit far forward. Like that. The snipers in this game are ruthless. Like, if they have any part of the gun still on the screen, they just keep going after you.
You gonna try it all over lower difficulty just to see?
No.
Okay. Using bombs as part of pacifist is not in the spirit. It's kind of like how some people say just punch everything. That's not the spirit of the way of playing.
Jeez. Yeah. That sniper is just so aggressive. It's gonna get to the base wall. Those guys, 90% of the time they go to they change directions, but sometimes they don't. So it's really, I have to make a split-second calculation which direction I'm going to go. really bad attempt so far. Yeah, it's
like really impressive when you're dodging stuff for like 10 seconds plus.
Yeah.
But you don't really go anywhere. It's so difficult.
I really feel like it's legit impossible. If not impossible, like, the spawns are totally random, so you might get lucky, but like the duration of time you need to get lucky to be able to survive is just nonsense.
Chat is pretty easier run after this, a laser run.
I would be happy to do a laser run. In fact, I think I'll do it now.
Thank you for trying.
I got to the baseball one, so that makes me happy.
So we still doing basketball?
I'm kind of over it.
He
to be
gave
honest.
it a valiant effort.
What are we going to do now then?
Laser. Which I'm totally down for. Laser is legit good in this game. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Let's reset. This is so early.
Space.
The one thing about laser, though, is that you have to be extremely precise with your shots. Once you fire, you're committed for quite some time. You can kind of abuse the way the beam works. Like, I can take out that sniper at the tower before he fires a shot. And if you know something's going to be on screen, you can have it. I shouldn't commentate at the same time. If you know something's going to be on the screen, you can anticipate it and take it out really fast with laser. I promise it'll be my last reset.
This reminds me of my marathon practice. Reset months. Then reset.
Reset, I would say, is like a fresh bar of soap that washes the filth of your gameplay away.
I agree.
You can actually take out the core from the top there with laser. Like that. When I pick up a double laser, you get to see the fast weapon switching in action. I haven't had a run where I've used it yet very much. So one of my favorite things about Contra 3 is that you can switch weapons instantaneously. So with each laser shot you fire, there's a cooldown before you can fire again. But if you switch weapons quickly, you can kind of effectively negate it and fire two lasers pretty much at the same time. You can make cool patterns.
So how are you planning to get past that barrier and past this one?
The barrier's not too bad, actually. I was just really dumb against that sniper. If you're able to keep track mentally of where you're supposed to be when he fires, you can totally do it. I just kind of lost it.
Sorry, like, humbly, dude.
3,000 or however many thousand people do, I'm sure.
4,300.
4,300.
4, 8 o'clock in the morning.
You need to just drop down at the correct time and just shoot the core. I've actually done it before. It's not that bad, especially compared to the path getting up to it. You just need to keep track of the fire of the sniper. I knew I could kill him pretty fast, so I made a gutsy move and stayed down instead of being a coward and driving up to avoid that charge beam attack or whatever it is. They totally changed the laser's mechanic for these top view stages, so instead of it being like a shot that fires, it's a continuous beam, and it destroys things. It's lovely. Like that.
So you're switching lasers.
You could think of it that way. Yeah, sure.
How many times have you beaten Contra?
I don't even know. Not enough, obviously. So, as you may have seen, like, last night, I was, like, dancing around with that guy for, like, 2 minutes when I had the homeless shot. Laser, it takes 5 seconds. There's another laser here, so I can get double again. You don't want to kill those guys if they do grab you too early, because they actually move, they drop you down a little bit before they try to take you up. So if you kill them instantly, you actually risk falling to your death. I love that pose. This is every Contra 3 runner's favorite part. This auto-scroller. You can't quite sit around and do nothing because you still have to move up. So you can't take a break and you have to sit here and do almost nothing. And the game lags. It's close. What's that?
Are you a true Contra yet?
No. Got a long ways to go.
Super gun lasers.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
This is pretty cool.
I'm trying to think if I can kill him this way. I think I'll come up just short, but I might be able to finish him. Not into that. Contact, are you heading out?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I was gonna say, yeah. Thank you. It's been great as always.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know if you're going to summer games. I'll try to make that. We'll see.
That would be awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
See if I can make it.
Indeed.
But only if you go.
Not the same without the mayor.
See you.
The real mayor of Earth.
I'm going to use laser in conjunction with pea shooter because during the part with the tightrope soldiers, like the fire rate of the laser just is not good enough to keep them off me. This part here. Fun fact is you can actually go through all 4 of those without stopping. Alright, so we're back to double laser.
Somebody's.
Remember the micro USB It's right next to the large next to the door.
Laser is like legit good against this boss. Laser just destroys this boss. Which is actually good because I'm feeling a little bit bitter about my previous humiliations. So yeah. The boss is really easy with a laser.
It's better not to that.
Yeah, it's really weird, like, if you run it on emulator and you turn the transparencies off, like, you can actually see what your character's doing behind that flash, and the game, like, literally takes you wherever you are, it just moves you onto that missile. Like, even if you're below it. It's really weird. You pretty much always grab it, unless you're, like, at the height of your jump. Unless you're ascending from a jump, and then the game's like, what? And you don't grab the missile and you die. It's weird. Oops. That's what happens when you fail a corner skip. You can also do it from this angle.
What practice have you done so far this morning?
3, 3, and 3.
Okay.
He did Peachtree, then he did Fire, and then he tried Pacifist, and it turned out very well.
Where's the computer? Machine.
Laser is also legit good against that boss. Laser will be just fine here as long as I don't mess up my position.
Yeah, it looks like you might have backed up more of this.
Does playing Contra make you real weird?
Yes, it does.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Right, single laser here should be.
Maybe it would be helpful about here. I play Contra.
One shot away too. Always just out of my reach. You've got to kind of balance attack and defense there with the spawns. You don't exactly know whether they're going to go up or down, but whatever they do end up doing, they're like committed to it. They can't like change directions midway, so you factor that into whatever it is that you do. Alright, so I lost the laser, so I won't be able to pick it up again until the brain fight. So I have to go pea shooter for a little bit. Should almost be dead though.
What? I have no idea. Just make sure he's awake because we're leaving in an hour. So yeah, they're probably not flying. So I'm driving the boat.
Yeah, I didn't know what time this flight was. That's why I'm just wondering how we're going to be. If I have to sit here for it, so.
Laptop. I can't take fast right now. I like your dance.
Yeah, choreography is really important in this game. We call that one Magnum. This one. There we go. There we go. Alright, win business.
So is there a certain monster I think we need to kill every time?
Yeah, so the pattern that he takes depends on what orb you shoot. And so if you want to manipulate that, you need to shoot at the correct time. It's like, if I want to pick up another laser, I want to hit the one that's got kind of the spiked ball. He can change directions, and it's random when he does it. So you kind of bank on him not doing that, and hope for the best.
is an interesting point. He might not.
That's in the column there.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Question.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's. I'm really not much worse. It's fine.
Any random Contra questions from Jim?
I do not know the chance of our sister trying to look
Mr. K is a boss. Well played, Mr. K. Nice work, Mr. K, from the chat.
Thank you.
Mr. K, when did you first play Contra?
I first played Contra. I played the first Contra as a kid, but I never owned it. And I think I rented Contra 3 once, and I never got past stage 4 on easy. I know, right? And then when the Wii came out, they had their virtual console thing, and so there was like a good opportunity for me to pick up the Super Nintendo games that I never got a chance to play, like Super Metroid. So I downloaded Contra 3, and I started playing it, and what I really liked about the game was that it was hard. So I just kind of started going at it.
Is it still hard?
Yeah, I mean, even the one thing I like about Contra 3 is that whenever you die, for the most part, you feel like it's your fault.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, it doesn't like pull any. I mean, besides pacifist, of course, it doesn't pull any bogus stuff on you. You're like, I ducked too early, or I should have moved there, or I should have done that, or I didn't manipulate this right.
Yep.
It's one of the few games that are legitimately like that.
Yeah.
Which is what I really love about it.
JKS Rock says thank you for running up the laser for him because he requested it.
Oh, you're very welcome. Sorry, I wasn't a better run.
Tonjevic asks, how do you shoot the right orb on the final boss?
That's all just timing. You can't always quite get it right.